Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Dan, aka aDrive, but you guys another week of WBE Week 9. The Minnesota Vikavolts are taking on the New Orleans Pelippers and coach Pokemon or John in an epic Week 9 showdown. Now John and I are two of the top teams in the league. We're sitting at 6-2 and he is 5-3, battling now for those playoff spots as we kind of approach the last couple weeks of the season. If you guys didn't check it out, I did a team builder. It's a miracle. There is a team builder you guys can watch to see what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing it, and everything in between, so definitely check that out. I think I go pretty in depth and kind of explain my thought process as to how I constructed my team, so be sure to show some love there. And of course, if you're enjoying the WBE, I need you to take a second and hit that like button down below. That would really help out the channel a good amount. And if you're new and you like what I do, subscribe, of course, for more stuff. We've had a really good season so far. Like I said, sitting at 6-2. We got a pretty cool team this week with the Stack Attacker and the Reuniclus. Of course, Reuniclus leading our team in kills, and then we've got big Mega Gyarados looking to destroy some souls. But John has some really big threats like the Mamoswine, the Terrakion, and the Lati, which of course, you know, as I mentioned, everything in depth in the team builder. Real quickly, what is your favorite Ultra Beast beside Naganadel in Draft League format? After using it, I've used Nihilego, I've used Stack Attacker, I played around in ladder with some of the other stuff, man. I gotta say Stack Attacker, dude. This thing is a beast. It's such a game changer. If you can get a Trick Room up, it just absolutely obliterates teams. So I gotta say, I love that, man. I love me some Stack Attacker. Despite the fact when it was released, I thought it was gonna be trash, but it actually turns out to be pretty cool with that Trick Room Lonely Beast Boost strategy. Really cool stuff. Hopefully we can use it effectively in this match here. But I'm gonna get connected with John here. We're gonna see how things go, and hopefully we can pick up another win and keep this win streak rocking. All right, we are connected with John and ready to throw down. Let's find out exactly which 6 Pokemon he's going to be bringing. I feel pretty confident about the 6 I have on the team on the screen. Maybe Serena being swapped for something else, Sylveon, or even Rotom, or Tentacruel, or Exploud. But I think the other 5 are really likely. I think he's got to bring Mamo, he's got to bring Terrakion, he's got to bring Lati. Incineroar is too good, and Escavalier is his way of stopping Reuniclus, his best way, because otherwise Reuniclus does kind of wreck his team unless he brings Assault Vest Incineroar, which is very possible. He could bring it like knockoff Brick Break, you know, Flare Blitz and U-Turn or something like that, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But again, Escavalier with 0 speed does allow him to outspeed Reuniclus and Trick Room, and that Trick Room Life Orb set has been so effective this season, and John knows Reuniclus as good as anyone. He knows Reuniclus is a huge threat. He's drafted it many times, and I was finally able to pry it from his grasp this season. So pretty much exactly what I expected. Again, the Serena for the Sylveon, no big deal there. That could just give me a better opportunity to set up my Stack Attacker in this game if it's not an offensive Sylveon. So in terms of his team and his lead, I feel like Incineroar or Terrakion could both likely be leads. I think my Landorus lead is really solid here because I can just U-turn out on anything. If he leads Mamo, I can switch out and kind of handle that appropriately. But I think just getting off that Intimidate is really nice. His Stealth Rocker is probably Mamo if he has one. I do like my Lando lead. Again, I could just knock off or Volt Switch on U-turn on pretty much everything. I would like to lead Empoleon because I think rocks are really effective in this match, but I don't really like my matchup against certain things. So I'm going to stick to kind of my original thought, which was to lead my Landorus here. I don't really see anything else that's worthy of leading because I feel like Incineroar is a decent lead on his end to kind of try to check my a couple different things maybe, but I do feel like that's probably my best bet. So I'm going to lead with Landorus here. Again, I don't have Stealth Rocks on Landorus. I have my Stealth Rocks on my Empoleon. And Empoleon should be able to come in against that Sylveon relatively well. I mean, he would have to show Hidden Power Fighting your ground against me. And if I can scout that out early game, that's just going to give my Stack Attacker a really good opportunity to come in and do some work. So, yeah, so that should be pretty solid. We'll see how things go here. The biggest things is not allowing that Lati to beat me. I think I have the responses to everything else, though. So let's see how things go here. Knockoff is a really solid starting play on anything if he leads Incineroar. I don't care if I get burned with Lando. It doesn't really matter. It's more of a utility Pokemon in this matchup with Intimidate. So if he leads Mamo, that would be kind of the only issue. But again, I do get Intimidate off on it, so a little less concern there. So he's going to lead with John Legend, which I think is the Mamoswine. So he's going to get that momentum here on the first turn with the Mamo. I can simply U-turn out here if I want to. He does get intimidated. I am defensive, so you know if he's not Life Orb, I should be okay. I have a little bit of speed on this thing, but a max speed Mamo would outspeed me, so I am kind of forced in a situation to hard switch here. I do like my Gyarados switch in though. It's so good. I mean, he could Freeze Dry, which would be an incredible play if he went for the Freeze Dry on the first turn. And it's definitely concerning that he could go for Freeze Dry here. I think I just have to go into Gyarados. If he goes for the freeze dry, that's just like next level play, but I think I gotta go Gyarados here, and I gotta just switch it in and try to get a Dragon Dance up at this point in the match, since I have an opportunity to do so. So let's do that. If he goes for a freeze dry here, yo, John, that would be next level plays, but I feel like he sets Stealth Rock or goes for like the Icicle Crash. Please don't freeze dry me, man. I know it's a move you could have. It's so scary. He goes for Stealth Rocks. Okay, so he does go for Rocks. I could have went for knockoff. I could have done a couple things, but it's okay. I think I want to Mega Evolve here and just go for the Dragon Dance. I think I just want to Dragon Dance right now. Or Substitute. I mean, I have 2 Intimidates off on this thing. So realistically, his best play, if he has the opportunity to do so, would be to go into that Terrakion. So do I Substitute then in case he is... I don't want to overthink things, but if he's Choice Scarf Terrakion, he brings it in here and he scares me out. That would probably be my only concern. If he was Choice Scarf Terrakion, he just brings it in, predicting the Dragon Dance. So Sub is like a pretty safe play in that case. He could also bring in Incineroar, but I don't think he wants to do that. I think I'm going to Mega Evolve and I'm going to Substitute. Because the Sub covers the Terrakion switch in. And then I can freely Dragon Dance up on everything else, unless he goes Sylveon. I'm going to Dragon Dance. I'm not going to Sub. I'm going to Dragon Dance. He's going to switch out. Does he go Terrakion, though? He goes into the Pa, which I think is the Sylveon. It is the Sylveon. Okay, so I made the right play there by not doing that. And Gyarados, Mega Gyarados at +1 against Sylveon. Should be able to do a tremendous amount of damage to him with a Waterfall. It's a 2-hit KO, and Waterfall doesn't, and Hyper Voice doesn't 2-hit KO me. So this is the situation that I was looking for to get my Dragon Dance up here early game. I'm just gonna go for Waterfall. It's a 2-shot on him, and Hyper Voice does go through Sub, so not letting Sub there was the right play. Hyper Voice does a lot to me, but it doesn't knock me out, so I'm pretty safe to Waterfall here twice. He's gonna stay in. A flinch here would be absolutely tremendous, but this should do over half to him. It does a tremendous amount, and I get the flinch, dude. I get the flinch, so that's gonna be huge against this thing. We see his leftovers, and I can just Waterfall again, man. That's just the power of Gyarados, dude. I knew this thing was gonna be a beast against him, and it really is. It really is. Now he's basically got to switch. He loses something here. Something just dies. Which is really good. He probably can revenge me with the Terrakion, but something just dies here. He has nothing that can switch into 2 attacks right now. So that flinch was huge. I mean, I would have still lived a Hyper Voice, unless he was like super duper offensive, but it seems like he had some bulk. So really, really good turn for me there, getting that flinch. Unfortunate for John, of course, but we're gonna just get rid of Sylveon right here. So Gyarados kills Sylveon with Waterfall. Now we can probably assume this this Terrakion is gonna be Choice Scarfed if it comes in here. If it doesn't come in, then it's not Scarfed, I guess. He's gonna go into OG, which I think is the Terrakion. Yeah, he's Choice Scarf Terrakion, dude. There's no reason for me to chance this. I can just easily go Jafar here. I could take a close combat. He has to close combat. I can then defog away the rocks if I wanted to, or go for a knockoff and pressure something else, potentially the Mamo coming back in. I don't see any reason to lose my Lando here. I'm sorry, my Gyarados here. I think Gyarados can still set up on something. So I'm going to go Jafar here, get an Intimidate off on this Terrakion, see if he's Choice Scarf, which is what I'm expecting him to be. And then I have to decide whether I value Defog or Knockoff here the most. He's going to go for the Close Combat, as we expected, and that should do very little damage, and it does. So I think he's Choice Scarfed. I really do. Knockoff here onto the Mamo would be really nice. Defogging away the hazards, also pretty nice, but the hazards really only hurt Ninetales here. So I kind of like the prospect of going for knockoff or going for the U-turn. Knockoff boosts the attack of Terrakion, which is a little scary, but I think going for knockoff, getting rid of whatever item Mamo has, is really valuable here. U-turn gives me momentum though on the potential Mamo switch in, and then I can go back into Gyarados and I can potentially set up again. So kind of a tough call. A couple different options. He could also, I mean, the Earthquake here is my best play. I'm gonna U-turn. I'm gonna U-turn because I think he goes Mamo, predicting. I don't know what he does here actually, but if he stays in, I can easily U-turn into my Reuniclus. So he's got to think I'm more defensive Lando at this point. So if that Incineroar doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, Stack Attack is going to look really good. I would love to get rid of these rocks, but they don't really hurt my team a crazy amount now that Gyarados is Mega Evolved. So not like super duper concerned. So as much as I want to knock off the item, I think momentum here against the Mamo is just too valuable. I can go right back into Gyarados and I can just click either Dragon Dance or I can click Waterfall. So I kind of lose nothing. I could sub too. So he's going to switch, so I get the U-turn momentum here, probably against the Mamo. Yeah, into the Mamo, that's fine. Kind of what we expected. This will break a potential Focus Sash if he has it. And that does a solid chunk to him. And now I'm in a situation where Gyarados can definitely just come in here. I don't see any reason not to. I mean, I could go Emma Frost, but I think that's a poor decision. So I think I just go Gyarados right now. And the thing is, let's see, I'm Mega Gyarados against Mamo. You know, he very well could switch into his Terrakion here. He shows the leftovers. Okay, so that's good to know. So he's lefty. So his power output is definitely reduced. And he's sitting at about 80%. He has to kind of go Terrakion, I feel. He has to kind of go Terrakion. Because I just Waterfall here and knock this thing out. And he doesn't really have a switch into just a standard Waterfall. So, I could just Waterfall. I mean, he could definitely go, he can't go Laddie. I think I just Waterfall in case he decides to go into his Terrakion here, predicting the Dragon Dance. Because then I knock out the Mamoswine, and I hit the Incineroar really hard. I'm gonna hit the Escavalier really hard. I think the Waterfall is just the best play right now. Because again, he could switch into Terrakion, predicting the Dragon Dance, and then I knock out the Terrakion, which was likely Choice Scarfed. If he goes into Laddie and I Dragon Dance, then Laddie gets knocked out again. Like, he has nothing if I Dragon Dance here. So, I'm feeling like the Waterfall is the best play. And even if he goes Laddie on the Waterfall, I can crunch it on the following turn. He's going to be forced to switch around and try to pivot into that Incineroar otherwise. So, and Incineroar is not going to come in on a Dragon Dance either. So I feel like he's got to go Terrakion here if he's worried about the Dragon Dance. Or he just goes for the EQ and tries to get damage off. But either way, I think if I get rid of Mamoswine, then another one of his Stack Attack or offensive responses is reduced. He is going to switch out. Does he go Terrakion here? He goes into Frosted Flakes, which is going to be the Incineroar. So the Waterfall here is really solid. It should do a solid chunk to him. And I do two-shot this thing, so I'm not like super concerned. Yeah, we're going to knock him down to about 30% here. I am faster unless he's Scarfed, so he's at like 30%. I am faster. I can just Waterfall again. Or I can Dragon Dance. This is where he can U-turn, but I don't see why. Do I lose anything by switching out to Jafar here? I don't think I do. Because he could go for a fighting move. He also could go for a Will-O-Wisp, but I don't really care. He could also U-turn, but I think I'm faster, so his switch in now could potentially be would he go Laddie now? I kind of want to make a hard prediction. Because Waterfall here is really solid. I just don't want to allow the Laddie to come in. And I don't want to get burned by a Will-O-Wisp. Because we lose a huge offensive threat in that situation. But a Dragon Dance here is pretty solid as well. Because then I get to neutral. And I think at +1... a neutral, I'm sorry. We're going to still be able to beat the Laddie in case he goes Mega Latios. The only thing that really scares me right now is him going for... Yeah, I mean, Crunch doesn't knock it out, but it would do so much that it's not a big deal. What does Incineroar do here? Do I need to be concerned right now? At -1. I'm just going to Dragon Dance, dude. I don't think he U-turns into Terrakion. I'm going to Dragon Dance. Let's see what he does. If he U-turns into Terrakion, that's a really good play. He goes for the U-turn. If I just Waterfalled, I would have knocked him out. So I make a huge misplay there. Which stinks, because now he just goes into Terrakion. Now he just goes into Terrakion, which stinks. Definitely stinks. Definitely stinks. I should have just Waterfalled, man. I would have knocked out his Incineroar. Here comes the OG, which is the Terrakion. Okay. So last time I made the play into Jafar. This time I think I'm going to make the same play into Jafar. If he goes Mamo, that's... I could also go Reuniclus, which gives me a better matchup against the Mamo. I think I go Jafar again. I kind of want to get rid of these rocks. I can also knock off, and I can actually start pressuring with Earthquake too. Now that Incineroar is really weakened. What do I want to do here? So I saw U-turn and Incineroar, so I make a misplay there, which is a bummer. I could also just stay in, but I don't think that's the right play. I think Shrimp still has usefulness, because Shrimp comes in on Incineroar, and it could really do some damage there. Let's go Jafar here. I think he's going to make a double, though. I'm going to go Nuke. I think he's going to make a double. I feel like he's going to make the prediction. I think he's going to make the prediction. Or he goes for Stone Edge instead this time. Because I think he thinks Stone Edge kills. Let's see what he does. He's going to close combat again. Okay, that's fine. So I do get to just knock off here, or go for a Toxic. Although his play is actually going to be the Escavalier here. So I can bait that thing in. I want to bait the Escavalier in here, so I'm just going to go for knockoff. I can knock off the Escavalier's item, which makes him easier to deal with later. Or I double into Lando, predicting the Escavalier. Which isn't a bad option either. I kind of want to get rid of the Escavalier's item. Because Lando comes in on that thing every day, so I'm just going to knock off. He's going to switch out. He likely goes Escavalier, worried about Trick Room. He goes into Frosted Flakes, which is going to be the Incineroar. Okay, so that's fine. Brings that Incineroar. He gets the Intimidate off. I'm going to knock off its item, so whatever item it had, I can just knock it off here, which is fine. Good play, though. That was actually a pretty good play. Doesn't really do anything, but I get rid of his AV, so no item there. I don't want to take a knockoff here. I think I have to switch. I kind of like the Brosidon play in some ways. I also like the Emma Frost play. Realistically, knockoff is probably the play he goes for. Or U-turn again. He could U-turn. Or he could Pursuit. I kind of like the Emma Frost play, because Emma Frost forces him... What does it do? Let's see here. Let's think about this for a second. I can't knock this thing out, so I have to switch. But what do I switch into? He was a Assault Vest, so he doesn't have Willow, which is good. I can also sack something here and then get Stag Attack in. And Stag Attack I can set up on this thing. Especially if I get an Intimidate off. Let's go Jafar here. Let's actually make that play. Let's go for the Jafar. He probably just U-turns. But all I need to do is find that opportunity to get Stag Attack in, and it just wrecks his team. It's just going to wreck his team. So, get Intimidate off on him. If he U-turns, good play. He might also go for a knockoff here. He goes for the Darkest Lariat. Okay, so that ignores stat drops, I think. So that's fine. Okay, and I'm in a situation where I can live, so I think I can live another one. Now I have to decide, do I want to U-turn or do I want to defog, get rid of these hazards? He does still have the Mammo, which can set rocks again. The hazards are a little bit annoying. Earthquake is also a really solid play. I kind of like the Earthquake play. I don't think he goes Laddie here. I don't think he goes Laddie. Do I want to get rid of hazards? I mean, I do. I do. But I also want to set him myself. U-turn's a really solid play here. U-turn's like a pretty low risk play. Does it knock him out? I mean, he's... Landorus against Incineroar. We know he's Assault Vest, so he's probably got some bulk. U-turn isn't going to knock him out, but it's going to bring him really low. I'm going to U-turn. He stays in. Okay. I want to get my rocks up, dude. I feel like I'm in a situation where if I could just get versus... Wait, what if I just sack off Shrimp, dude? The Darkest Lair did last time. If I go Emma Frost here, and I just let him knock me out, he might have Brick Break. But like, what's my downside of going Emma Frost and just setting up right now? Would he go for a Fire type move against Landorus? I don't think he needs to Flare Blitz. I'm gonna go Emma Frost. Let's see what he does. Hail's gonna be really nice here. Let's see what he does. U-turn. Okay. Probably goes to Terrakion now. His momentum has been killing me. He's done a really good job with that. Again, I'm really surprised that he keeps letting this Incineroar stay alive when I could have knocked it out multiple times now, but my mistakes. But again, Stag Attack sets up on it, so from what I can tell at this point. He pretty much has to go Laddie or Terrakion here, I think. Because if I can set up a Aurora Veil, that's going to put me in a really powerful position. He goes down to Deli, which I think is the Escavalier. Okay, That's fine with me. I think I just set Aurora Veil here. I would like to get a little chip damage off on him, but I think he just Iron Heads anyway. I don't really feel like I need Emma Frost at this point. How much is Escavalier doing to Stag Attacka with a drill run? With Aurora Veil, it's not doing that much. I think I just set my Aurora Veil here. I want to get a little damage off on this thing, but I want to get my 8 turns of Veil while I have a chance. He could have Brick Break, but like, I feel like we'll see if he's got Overcoat as well. I just need a little bit of damage off on this thing. He's gonna probably knock me out with Iron Head. He's gonna knock off. Fine by me. Fine by me. That's a win for me. That is a win for me. Now I get to just go for Blizzard here and get some damage off on him. Which is perfect for Stag Attacka to come in and click Trick Room. Let's go for Blizzard. If Stag Attacka gets the Trick Room up, it's gonna just destroy. It's gonna really, really hurt his team. I mean, he still has the Incineroar, which can switch in, but other than that, that's where rocks are kind of nice, actually. But I feel like this is my chance to go into Stag Attacka, because it really wrecks a lot of his team. Because I click Trick Room, and then I knock this thing out with Stone Edge. He switches into Incineroar. I can knock out the next thing with a Gyro Ball. Everything else dies to Gyro Ball at that point because I'm going to get a Beast Boost. And then at that, I mean, I should be able to get like 3 kills with Stag Attacka, I feel like. The only thing I'm worried about is just a little bit of extra damage on this thing. But I mean, he's going to have Drill Run. But if I get Aurora Veil up, he should not be able to do that much to Stag Attacka. And I can obviously one-shot him with the Z Stone Edge. The one situation is a crit, like a crit drill run. That's like the one situation. I'm gonna get a Blizzard off here, which is the damage I need. That's all I needed. He's gonna drill run. So actually, I might live this. He probably thought I was gonna switch. Yeah, I live this no problem. I kind of want to go Empoleon here and then force him with Scalds, but I don't think that's the right play. I think I just Blizzard again. Let him knock me out. How much is drill? Like, am I calculating max attack right now? That's not max attack. Max attack crit does kill, dude. That's the thing that scares me so much, dude. Let's actually go Jafar here. I could thread him out with a U-turn. Try to get something else in to set up. I don't want to defog, obviously. Emma Frost is at 47 out of 159, so can I come in one more time? Yeah, wait, hold on. 47 out of 159. I can't come in one more time at this point. I just don't want a chance getting crit, dude. I just don't want to chance that right now. That would be devastating. I could easily go Jafar here, though. How many turns of Veil do I have? I really got to time out these Veil turns proper. I have plenty of turns of Veil. It's just that crit, dude. The crit is the one thing I'm concerned about right now. Because if he crits me, I'm in so much trouble, dude. Let's go Lando. Let's go Lando and U-turn. Force him into something else. Maybe I can force the Laddie out. I could take a drill run here. I could take an Iron Head. I get Intimidate off on him. I got Veil plus Intimidate. He's going to Iron Head now. We see that. We saw the knockoff. We saw the drill run. We saw the Iron Head. And that's fine. I'll take hail damage. No big deal. I can just freely knock off here, I think, at this point. Knockoff's pretty solid. Or just U-turn, actually. Although I don't want to U-turn and then have to take a hit with something else. I could also Earthquake. Earthquake's not bad here. I don't think he goes Laddie this turn. I'm gonna Earthquake. He's gonna switch out, so I get the Earthquake off. Into Frosted Flakes, which is the Incineroar. I wanted to get rid of this thing, so that's fine. Lando gets his first kill of the season. Alright, Lando gets his first kill of the season, dude, and it's gonna be against the Incineroar. Very weak in Incineroar. Alright, so now I basically have to get Stag Attacka in somehow. Hail stops, which is fine. That was definitely Overcoat Escavalier anyway. If he goes Landa, or if he goes Laddie, I just like U-turn out. Just try to get a little damage off on it. If he knocks me out, that's fine. And I go Stag Attacka, and I just gotta click Trick Room. I just have to find that window to click Trick Room. And again, I wanted to do it against the Escavalier, but I'm so nervous because Drill Run is a high crit move, and if he crits and knocks out Stag Attacka, then I lose one of my primary win conditions. So I think I need to... He goes into Air Force 2. This is the Laddie, and this is the scariest thing in his team right here. I don't care if he knocks me out here. I'm just going to U-turn out. This is my opportunity to get my Stack Attack in with the Aurora Veil up and click Trick Room. Exactly what I wanted. His Intimidator's gone, and I should be able to live any hit with Stack Attack against the Laddie, a Mega Latios, under Veil. Even if he's +1. Under Aurora Veil, there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to live a hit. Yeah, I mean, even Hidden Power, Ground, or Fighting, he's going to Mega Evolve here. I should be able to live any hit from this thing. If he knocks me out, it's fine. Again, I just got to get my Stack Attack in. He's going to go for Ice Beam and knock me out. That's fine. So, Laddie kills Lando with Ice Beam. Okay, I guess the question is here. Gyro Ball, I mean, Gyro Ball is going to do the damage I need to do on this Cavalier, I think. So if I just click Gyro Ball, I'm good. It's going to do this 15-20%. And then a Z Stone Edge does 92 to 109. Unless he's super bulky. But how much does Laddie take from a... Well, I actually have to... I think he's in range, dude. I feel like he's in range. Gyro Ball doesn't kill, but after a Beast Boost it does. So it's not a huge deal. I think I go Jenga here. And we just click Trick Room, dude. That's my play. I feel like his switch in here is S Cavalier. Stone Edge does to max HP 92 to 109, and he's at like 90. So I feel like we're in the situation we need to be. We're gonna Trick Room. We are gonna Trick Room. I know he's got Ice Beam. My prediction was Ice Beam, Bolt Beam, basically. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Calm Mind, Roost. I feel like he goes as Cavalier here. If I can get one Beast Boost, we win. So, and I have the Aurora Veil up right now. And I still have Ninetales around if I need to try to set up a second Aurora Veil. And now that I know Terrakion Scarf, it's like not an issue to set up. So, Rhenoclist looks really good too. Aside from his Cavalier, which is annoying. My Empoleon looks pretty useless. In terms of just evaluating the members of the team. Gyarados is really weak though. But it should be able to set up again if I can get up another Aurora Veil. Which I should be able to do against this Cavalier. I won't be able to get it up against anything else though. Because Mamo's going to have Ice Short. He'll be able to knock me out after Stealth Rocks. So if he stays in here, it's fine. If he switches into S Cavalier, I think that's probably the best case scenario. Or if switching into anything is best case scenario. Because I have this Z Stone Edge. I have a feeling he's not going to be able to hit me super effectively here. So I should be able to get a Trick Room up. He's going to switch. Does he go S Cavalier? He goes into Deli. So that is the S Cavalier, which is what I expected. He's sitting at... He's weakened, dude. This has got to kill, man. Like... Max HP, S Cavalier. This has got to kill, dude. This is... I like prepped exactly for this moment here. I'm going to Continental Crush. I prepped exactly for this moment right here. This has got to kill, dude. I need this to kill. If I get the Beast Boost, we're in a tremendous spot. But I need this to kill right here. He's so close, dude. I needed that Stealth Rocks damage. Like I said, 92 to 108. And he's definitely below 92, I feel like. Or at 92. I mean, this should kill unless that's a max HP set. Unless he's got a ton of physical defense. Which wouldn't make sense because this thing is probably designed to take on the Reuniclus more than anything. This is my chance to go for the big play here. And even if I don't kill, here, he doesn't kill me with Drill Run unless he crits me. So, come on, Stack Attack. I need you to knock this thing out, dude. You should be able to, man. You should be able to with this Continental Crush. You should be able to. This should do enough. He's got to be max defense, dude, if he lives this. Come on. Drop that rock, baby. Yes! Yes, and we get the Beast Boost, and it is an attack boost, exactly. Perfect. And now he has 0 switch into a Gyro Ball, dude. Yes, dude. That's what I needed right there. He has no switch into a Gyro Ball now. +1. I don't think Laddie lives, man. And even if he does, I have the Aurora Veil up. This is exactly how this team was designed, dude. Exactly how this team is designed. Here comes Mamo. I just Gyro Ball at this point. Doesn't matter. How many turns of Veil do I have? I still have 3 turns. No. I have 1 turn of Veil. I just Gyro Ball here. It's 100% my play. He's leftover, so I know he's not Babiri. I know the items on the rest of his Pokemon. Stack Attack is looking good. Kills Mamo with Gyro Ball. That's that, dude. And now I got the Beast Boost sitting at +2. His Laddie is not living. His Laddie is not living. And I think we can put it in the books if all goes well here. Stack Attacker should be able to pick up 4 kills to win this game, dude. That is what I'm talking about, man. I had a strategy going into this match, and it was execute. I had to be very careful with it. I did not want to mess it up. But I knew if I can get that Aurora Veil up, and I could find an opportunity to set up on something with the Trick Room safely, Stack Attacker could win this game with that Continental Crush on the Escavalier. I just need a little bit of damage on Escavalier to make that work, and it worked out. The one thing, obviously, I got that big waterfall on the Sylveon. You know, I would have been able to knock out the Sylveon either way, but definitely a big deal there for him. But here comes Air Force 2, which is this thing. I can just Gyro Ball here. I don't think there's any reason to do anything else. Still have 2 turns left of Trick Room, so unless he has Protect, we're in good shape. Which I don't think he fits Protect on this set because he really needed the other options. And we're +2 right now, so I don't think there's any situation where he wins. And once Laddie goes down, we guarantee win because of Reuniclus, so it's really a non-issue. As I mentioned in my team builder, dude, Stack Attack in all my practice matches just absolutely obliterated, dude. And it's gonna knock him out. And then here comes the Terrakion. I still have 1 turn left of Trick Room. I'm sitting at +3 Stack Attacka. This thing is an absolute positive monster, dude. I know people were upset when I dropped Goodra for Stack Attacka, but I had a good feeling about Stack Attacka, man. I really believed in this thing. I believe this thing would be a beast for the squad, and it comes through right here in a big match against one of the top players in the league, my man John. Stack Attacka is gonna come out on top, dude, and perfectly executed. Perfectly executed right there. Stack Attacker picks up 4 kills right there, and that's gonna put Stack Attacker at 6-0 on the season, baby. We're gonna big a big 5-0 win against John, which is not an easy situation to have happen, man. John is, like I said, a tremendous battler, but I had a strategy going in, man. I felt really good about the strategy with Stack Attacker, man, and I'm really excited how we played, man. I feel like I played so well, dude. I'm proud of myself for playing well, because I feel like when I go do draft leagues, man, I go up and down, dude. I feel like I hit a hot streak and then I hit like a cold streak where I lose a bunch in a row or I play really bad. But I feel like lately I hit that stride, which has been really nice. So again, props to John. He's a tremendous battler. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. It was always nice to see my man Stack Attacker. Jenga, put in the work, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. That's gonna be for me, guys. My name is Dan. I also go by aDrive, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Thanks so much for checking out my last video. If you like that one, you'll definitely like this one, and be sure to subscribe for more as I post Pokemon videos every single day.